I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. I guess you'll say, what can make me feel this way, my girl? Talking about my girl, my girl. I've got so much honey, bees envy me. I've got a sweeter song than the birds in the trees. I guess you say, what can make me feel this way, my girl? Oh, talking about my girl, my girl. Greetings all and welcome back. Today we're going to look at the classic Temptations hit, My Girl, or My Guy, or My Dog, or whatever you'd like to sing it to. And we're going to use my own kind of guitar arrangement for this. So if you pull up that page that's linked in the description below, you'll see that I have a little bit longer intro than is actually in the recorded version. And what I kind of like to think of is there's two basic riffs in the song, two basic little melodic ideas on guitar. And I like to call riff 1 what you see in the very first measure, that 3 0 2 0 2 0. So that was what we're going to call riff 1. And I like to do, as you can see in the score, I like to play riff 1 4 times. So it's 4 of those. And then riff 2 starts in that 5th measure, the last measure in the first line, and that kind of outlines a C chord if you see that. Starts on string 5. And after we do 2 of those, we're back to riff 1 2 times. So total, riff 1 4 times, riff 2 2 times, back to riff 1 4 times, and that's going to feel like this. Riff 2. Riff 1. And you're back. And at that point, you're into where the vocals begin. Now, really, the vocals begin within that last riff. So it's like, I've got sunshine. And sunshine will happen right on that G chord that you can see on the page the first time that G chord is printed. And after that, we could do only chord strums if we wanted to. Sunshine on a cloudy day. If you're new to chords or strumming, you could do just one single strum. I've got sunshine 3 4 on a cloudy 1 2 3 4 2 3 when it's cold 2 3 4 1. If you want it to be a bit more fancy, you could add a few more strums. And really, you could do any rhythm that you wanted to. You could do 1 strums, 2 strums, 3 strums, 4 strums, or odd combination, not an odd combination, but a unique combination of any strums, as long as the next chord was on time, as long as the next measure was on time. So each each measure will last 4 counts. So, like I said, if you're brand new to this, count to 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. If you're advanced with chords, you notice that a lot of times I was also putting in a little bit of a slap in that. Totally. And what I like to do with that, for one, is I kind of just take my hand the way that it's positioned in this sort of shape and kind of slap it against the guitar strings. And that little tick is the sound of the strings hitting against the metal frets. I did that in the intro too, and if you're already comfortable with the intro, you could toss that in. And I do the same thing on beat 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. So on. So this can be made as simple or as complex as you like. And I enjoy working off of kind of lead sheets like this that just have the bare bones of the music. And that way you can decide how you want the song to sound. Maybe you're like, oh, I've heard it done this way and I really like this part. I've heard it done this way and I really like this part. You can combine those and make your own sort of style. Now, for that part, as we said, they each last 1 measure in 4 counts. But when we get to the spot that is, I guess you say, chords only last 2 counts because they each share a measure of 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And one really convenient thing with that is when we have our A minor 7 chord that's on the 2nd string 1st fret, 4th string 2nd fret, when we transition back to the C chord, we're just going to add that ring finger on the 5th string 3rd fret. So that's a very relaxed transition after A minor 7 is down. To play the C, we just add 1 finger. We keep the rest of the hand there. So we got in total, I guess you say, same thing repeats. What can make me feel this way? Oh my girl. And you likely noticed I did use that G chord that was fingers 2, 3, and 4. And that made it easy to transition to A minor 7 because then these 2 fingers were already in position. What can make me? Can be as many strums as you want. Talking about my girl, it goes back to the top of the vocals, and so on. Now, lastly, you might have heard me tossing in a few riffs as well, and that was because in the middle of the song, on the word day, sunshine on a cloudy day, we don't have any vocal part there. So what I sometimes like to do is I'm like, well, I'm on a G chord on the word day, I'll just toss in riff 1. I've got sunshine on a cloudy riff 1, riff 2. Then we could add a little bit of sort of expensive qualities into that tune to where we have a vocal part, then we have those 2 measures, and again the G on the word day in the C chord after, where you say, well, let's just play riff 1 one time and then riff 2 one time, and it makes it into a little bit more interesting of a part. Sunshine on a cloudy riff 1, riff 2. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of riff 1. Riff 2. And you're back home. Yes, you say, what can make me feel this way? Oh, my girl. Talking about my girl, my girl. Take that, repeat as many times as you want, add verses, really make it your own. And that's what I want to do with all of these videos. I want everyone to be as independent musician as possible. So you have the power to play your music the way that you want, the way that you think sounds best. So that said, hopefully that was helpful. Check out the page that is linked in the description below. Any questions at all, please leave a comment, and hope to see you again soon. Cheers.